If you're a successful woman who keeps attracting men who disappear, pull away, or turn out to be completely different than they seem, this video might be uncomfortable. But by the end, you'll understand why it keeps happening and exactly how to stop it. I've worked with over 800 smart, accomplished women who had the same question. Why do I keep choosing the wrong men? And what I discovered will change everything you think about dating. But first, let me tell you about Sarah. Sarah is a senior marketing director. She's got the career, the apartment, the life, but her dating life, it's a different story. She meets Michael on a dating app. He's texting her constantly. Good morning texts, thoughtful questions about her day. He's planning dates 2 weeks in advance. Sarah thinks, finally, a man who's serious. 3 months in, he tells her that he's falling for her. 1 month later, he ghosts. No explanation, just gone. Sound familiar? Here's what Sarah didn't realize, and what most successful women don't realize. She was actually creating this pattern, not because she's doing something wrong, but because she's doing something very specific that pushes emotionally available men away while attracting the unavailable ones. I'm going to show you exactly what that is. After analyzing 847 relationships that failed in this exact same way, I found a pattern. And it's not about playing hard to get or being more feminine or any of that outdated crap. Here's what's really happening. Smart, successful women are amazing at problem solving. You've built careers by being strategic, by optimizing, and by being 3 steps ahead. In dating, you're probably applying the same strategy that works in your career, and it's backfiring catastrophically. You see, a man pulling away and you do what you do best, you strategize, you analyze, you try to fix it, you become more accommodating, you prove your value, you essentially interview for the position of girlfriend. And here's the brutal truth. The men who are emotionally available, they feel this energy and they run. Not because they're intimidated by your success. That's a myth. But because they feel like a project instead of a partner. Meanwhile, the emotionally unavailable men, they're drawn to this energy like moths to the flame. Because they're not looking for a partner. They're looking for someone to chase them, validate them, and give them attention without demanding emotional reciprocity. You're literally selecting for unavailability. Let me break down the 3 types of men this pattern attracts. Type 1, the future faker. He comes on strong, love bombs you, talks about the future constantly. Why? Because he's not actually building anything with you. He's getting high on the fantasy. The moment you want to turn fantasy into reality, he disappears. Type 2, the slow fader. Things start great, then he gradually becomes less available, more busy, slower to respond. You try harder to accommodate his schedule, prove that you're low maintenance. This confirms to him that you'll accept breadcrumbs, so that's what he gives you. Type 3, the recycler. He pulls away, you give space. He comes back, this cycle repeats. Why? Because you've shown him he can leave and return without consequence. You've become his emotional safety net whenever his other options don't work out. The common denominator? You're treating the relationship like a project you can optimize your way into succeeding. But here's the thing that nobody talks about. The solution isn't to become cold or play games. It's to fundamentally shift from pursuing a relationship to selecting for the right man. Here's what this actually looks like. Principle 1. Become unrescuable. Stop trying to save the connection when he pulls away. The right man doesn't need you to chase him back. When a man pulls away, the chosen woman creates space for him to either step up or step out. She doesn't panic. She doesn't strategize. She simply continues living her life. Principle 2. Standards over strategy. You can't think your way into a good relationship. You can only feel your way there. This means trusting your gut when something feels off, instead of rationalizing it away. When he's inconsistent, you notice. When he's all talk and no action, you notice, and you act accordingly. And not by trying to fix him, but by removing your attention. Principle 3. Embody the chosen woman energy. This is the energy that says, I'm not here to convince you I'm valuable. I'm here to discover if you're valuable to me. That's not arrogance. It's self-respect so deep that you don't need external validation. Remember Sarah? 6 months after implementing these principles, she met David. He pursued consistently. His words matched his actions. When life got busy, he communicated. When he said he'd call, he called. She didn't have to wonder, chase, or strategize. Why? Because she stopped attracting unavailable men and started selecting for available ones. Now, I know what you're thinking. This sounds great, but how do I implement this? Because knowing what to do and actually doing it are two different things. That's exactly why I created the Chosen Woman community inside school. Inside this group, here's what you get: the complete framework for shifting from pursuing to selecting. Weekly live coaching calls where I break down real situations members are facing. The unavailable man detector, a framework that helps you spot red flags in the first 3 dates. Access to a community of women who are done settling and ready to call in the relationship they want. This isn't about learning more theory. You've read enough articles, listened to enough podcasts. This is about transformation with support. The link is in the description. Click it now, join the Chosen Woman community, and let's make sure the next man you invest in is actually worthy of your investment. I'll see you inside. And by the way, if you're wondering whether you're the one who's unavailable, I'm dropping a video next week that breaks down the 5 signs you might be unconsciously protecting yourself from real love. It's going to be uncomfortable, but necessary. Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss it. I'll see you in the next one. Hope this helps.